than with this man.
For 516 days, Roman Reigns has been Universal Champion. Only 4 men in WWE history have held a major championship longer. Those names: Pedro Morales, Bob Backlund, Hulk Hogan, and Bruno Sammartino. The question is, will Roman survive tonight?
Those 4 names you mentioned will be etched in the history books of sports entertainment as absolute icons. And the man that's walking down the aisle here in front of 44,000 people is the greatest Universal Champion of all time. Is a man who's transcending this business, is on a different level, and tonight it's personal.
For 17 months, Roman Reigns has dominated everyone. He had a special counsel and cousins to help him stay under control, to keep his cool, to concentrate on the business at hand. But now Paul Heyman is gone, and the Usos are barred from ringside. And without those calming forces, Pat, cracks started to show last night in Roman's armor. Seth Rollins touched on the one thing Roman Reigns has not been able to get over: the dissolution of the Shield at the hands of Seth Rollins.
Roman Reigns is a loyal man, a family man, and what Seth Rollins did to his family was cowardly in the eyes of the head of the table, the tribal chief, the man that is etched from the gods of sports entertainment.
But Pat, the one thing we saw last night that we haven't seen out of Roman Reigns as of late is he actually lost his cool.
Yeah, every once in a while, goats are gonna have a little bit of a flustering situation. Seth Rollins took Roman back to a place that he hasn't been to in a long time. I can't wait for this. Wait. Look at this! Joker!
Reigns cannot believe it. Seth Rollins marching through the crowd the same way the Hounds of Justice, the Shield, did for so many years. Pat, once again, the cerebral Seth Rollins pushing Roman Reigns' buttons, getting in his head.
Has this rattled Roman? You can't help but ask yourself. We haven't seen Roman have this type of look, this type of confusion in 500-some days. And as soon as we heard that music pop right there, the Shield you can't help but have a little nostalgia. You can't help but think back to the glory days when Mox, Seth, and Roman would go time to time, beating everybody's ass. And that man right there, Seth freaking Rollins, decided to tear it apart.
Seth Rollins says he knows Roman Reigns so well. He knows how to prey on the insecurities of the Universal Champion. He knew there was one thing that Roman Reigns could never get over. And that is that Seth Rollins chose to end the Shield. The blow to the back of Roman Reigns with a steel chair many years ago, which broke up perhaps the greatest faction in WWE history. And tonight, Rollins hopes to use all of that to get in the head of the champ and win the Universal title.
Post-Shield life for both of these men has been very fruitful. But it feels like we're at a family reunion.
The following contest, scheduled for one fall, is for the Universal Championship. Introducing the challenger from Davenport, Iowa, weighing in at 217 pounds, Seth freaking Rollins! And his opponent from Pensacola, Florida, weighing in at 265 pounds, he is the Universal Champion,
It has been interesting, Pat, watching the body language of Roman Reigns throughout those introductions, muttering to himself at times. Honestly, Rollins seems to be in Roman's head.
I think this is certainly a different Roman than we're used to seeing over his reign of dominance.
So we kick off the 2022 Royal Rumble with the match between two former brothers. Roman Reigns in his record 516-day reign as Universal Champion. And Seth Rollins, donned in the old gear that they used to wear together in the Shield, set to do battle.
Feels a little bit awkward without the Usos out here, but
barred from ringside. And Roman Reigns quickly went after Rollins in the waist lock, and then the standing switch by Roman. And Seth Rollins quickly escapes.
Seth Rollins has been doing this the last couple weeks to Roman. Trying to get into Roman's head and mind, saying, I'm quicker than you, I'm faster than you.
And again, draw Roman Reigns out of his comfort zone. Maybe Roman Reigns will make a mistake that Rollins can capitalize on. And now Roman Reigns pounding away on Rollins in the corner. But again, the quickness of Seth Rollins. The rights and lefts and the boots to the midsection, and Rollins taking control.
Seth Rollins finding the groove here early.
Yeah, Seth Rollins, oh, with a sling blade, takes down Roman Reigns.
Gotta wonder if Seth Rollins feels comfortable back in the vest there.
And Roman up over the top into the barricade. Remember, Rollins must pin or submit the champion to win the title. Count-out disqualifications do no good for Seth Rollins. And here comes Seth Rollins with a suicide dive, Reigns into the barricade.
Seth Rollins saying there's more where that came from. How about a two-piece?
And Rollins pulling out all the stops early. And Roman Reigns has not been able to get out of the blocks in this matchup.
And on the flip side, Seth Rollins has come out storming.
Incoming Rollins driving Reigns into the barricade.
Hit both of those suicide dives flush on our champion.
And Rollins, he's just confidence oozing out of his pores. He's got the champ on the ropes early.
There's no stress at all.
Rollins off the top rope, runs into a right hand.
That's what we came for!
And the five-time world champion drops Rollins. Remember, Roman Reigns has not been able to knock off Rollins in a big-time matchup in his career.
Roman might have been playing possum there, setting Seth Rollins up, who got very comfortable. Now it's time for him.
And Roman with a drive-by to Rollins. And just like that, the Universal Champion has turned the match around.
Taking a page out of the great Undertaker's book. Drive-by boots to Seth Rollins'
And the
face.
impact by Roman Reigns. Rollins stumbling around out here at ringside after getting the boots to the face.
Big right hand, boots to the mouth. Roman Reigns is finding his happy place.
Roman Reigns off the steps. Rollins caught him with a boot to the midsection. And Seth Rollins with Roman Reigns up high. Rollins with a shield bomb. A shield bomb through the table.
Out of nowhere!
Rollins and Ambrose and Reigns used to do that to so many opponents over the years. And Seth Rollins does it to the champ tonight.
The pure
And
destruction.
look at Pat, look at this. Rollins realizes count out doesn't help him. Got to get Reigns back in the ring, and that's what he does.
This table exploded upon impact. Now Seth's on the top. We're up looking for the Universal Championship.
Flash for Rollins, cover for the title. Can he do it? Reigns has got to kick it too.
This thing took a turn quick.
No Usos out here to encourage Reigns. No Paul Heyman to give counsel to the Universal Champion. Roman does it alone here tonight, and he's in trouble against Rollins.
Seth Rollins countering everything Roman has to throw at him. Seth Rollins knows Roman better than Roman knows himself, is what Seth is saying. Seth's on the top. What the hell is Seth thinking about doing now?
Rollins with a move. Oh, had to roll through. Roman Reigns went for a spear and got caught with a boot in the face.
A big right from Seth. Swinging neck breaker. No!
Low right to the back of the neck. And now, middle of the ring, Seth Rollins now with Roman Reigns up top. Continues the assault with a buckle bomb. And now Rollins looking for the stop. Rollins hit the stop. Rollins hit the stop. No. He's gonna beat the champ. He's gonna beat the champ. He got him. He got out. I thought he had him. That was so damn close.
No prognosticator could have expected Seth Rollins to not only do a shield bomb, a buckle bomb, then a stomp.
Watch this, Pat.
To the back of Roman's head.
Let's check this out. Shoulders are down for 1, for 2, and a 2.5. Almost 2 3/4. Roman Reigns got the shoulder up.
I'd be lying if I said I didn't worry that the Reigns reign was about to come to a crashing end. But that grit, that resiliency of Roman is what has made him the champion for so long.
And now the cerebral Rollins, the calculating architect, decides what to do next.
The visionary. Everything's been going to plan thus far.
Rollins measuring his opponent. Reigns slow to his feet. Seth Rollins out of the corner, runs into a clothesline, which turns him inside out. And now the champion has an opportunity to regroup, to refocus.
For how great Seth Rollins is. It's moments like these where Roman Reigns displays his dominance. Baited Seth into thinking another stomp was available. Instead, a clothesline from hell.
And now Roman Reigns realizing it's a desperate time. Critical turning point in this matchup as Roman Reigns mounts Rollins and now unloads with the rights.
Years of angst in these blows to the head from Roman Reigns.
Reigns found the opening he needed.
Charles Robinson trying to find a little bit of sanity in the middle of this battle. Roman Reigns is snapped.
Up top and down with a power bomb. Cover by Roman to retain and a kick out.
Groans coming out of Seth freaking Rollins. After this incredible display
Watch
of
the
power.
impact. Spine-jarring power bomb. And now listen to Roman.
Everything we did, huh? What's funny to you, huh? You gonna laugh at me, huh?
And Rollins continuing to mock and laugh at Reigns and continuing to infuriate the champion. And now, look at this, go for a triangle. Rollins trying to maybe get the champ to tap. Arm is locked. Center of the ring. Reigns has nowhere to go. And the only chance Roman may have, Pat, is to power out of this if he can.
And that's what the Tribal Chief does.
Ahead of the table.
He's in God mode now, Seth.
Yeah, you noticed the expression change, didn't you? That expression doesn't look like God to me, however, Pat. It looks like something else.
Well, and Seth's face is no longer laughing, is it?
Roman driving Rollins into the post shoulder first, and Rollins collapses.
Rollins' bones like a carcass falling outside of the ring.
And Roman Reigns, the alpha,
Stalking.
and sending Rollins into the timekeeper's area.
That vest was a sign of great days for these two men. It's also a detriment when Roman Reigns says, get your ass through the stairs.
Roman Reigns is on the hunt.
Years of comeuppance. Payback for the coward move from Seth freaking Rollins years ago. Laughing in Roman's face. You're in Roman's world now, Seth. Acknowledge him, St. Louis.
As Pat mentioned, Roman wants to be acknowledged, locked and loaded. Superman punch on the jaw. Cover for the win to retain. The reign continues now. Kick it. 2 by Rollins.
And Seth lost a tooth on that one. Picture perfect Superman punch.
Watch this, Pat.
This could have been,
Right on the jaw.
that could have been curtains right there, pal. Somehow Seth finds a way to kick out.
And Rollins just rolling out of the ring to buy himself some time.
Hey, welcome to the Royal Rumble. Match 1, instant classic, watching the GOAT versus the Visionary.
Both of these men, great success in this event. They both have each won a Royal Rumble match in their careers. Roman. Now this is the pace Roman likes, Pat. Methodical, taking his time, measuring his man. Spear! Right in front of us. Reigns quickly dragging his former partner, tossing him into the ring.
He's methodical till he needs to be.
Went for the spear, caught, pedigree! A pedigree counter by Rollins off an attempted spear. Seth Rollins for the Universal Championship in a big upset tonight. A kick out at 2 by Roman.
Holy, what a counter by Seth Rollins.
These two superstars have already been called among the greats of this generation. And this match is one of the reasons why. Look at the counter into the pedigree.
And we all know whose move the pedigree is, who's a part of this entire storyline from the beginning.
Exactly. Triple H, the man who manipulated Rollins into turning on the Shield. And this is now Seth Rollins' chance to end the historic title reign of Roman. The burn it down chants ringing through the dome. Went for the stop, sidestep by Roman. Countered. Rollins fighting back again.
Kick to the head, kick to the head. Setting Roman up with more and more.
Yeah, but Roman fires out of it. Spear by Reigns. Reigns almost cut Rollins in half. And now Roman dragging himself. And Rollins still laughing at the champ.
This dude is delirious right now in St. Louis. Asking for a fist bump.
The fist bump made famous by the Shield. Rollins continues to mock the champion.
Stay focused, Roman. So many thoughts have to be running through Roman's head. What could have been, what is, and why is this dude laughing in my face right now?
And Roman Reigns now looking for the guillotine. The guillotine in the center of the ring. Put out so many men during this historic title reign. And Seth Rollins is in trouble. Roman's got the guillotine locked. Will Rollins tap?
Roman's got that thing locked in deep.
The only chance Rollins has is to somehow drag himself to the rope and force a break. But Roman's got it locked in good.
Seth reaching.
Rollins a fingertip away, but Rollins is fading. Rollins may be down and out. The official Charles Robinson is going to check on the challenger. Rollins, though, his hand lands on the rope. Reigns has got a break.
What happened, Michael Cole?
Reigns has got a break. He's got a 5 count to break. Guillotine locked in. Roman Reigns is not going to break. Reigns is going to be disqualified. What?
He deserves this. He deserves this.
Let go of me, man. Let go of me, man. That's enough. That's enough.
He won't allow me to let go. He won't allow me.
Let go, please. Come on.
Roman Reigns
Roman,
refusing
please,
to
let
break
go,
the
man.
guillotine.
Damn it.
Finally does after Seth Rollins pushed Roman over the edge.
Charles Robinson picks up the lifeless hand of Seth Rollins, puts it on the rope, then a 5 count happens. Roman was just doing what Roman does.
And Roman still,
This is his fault.
Roman somehow trying to regain control, claiming it was Rollins that pushed him to that point.
Onlookers screaming that Roman can't beat Seth freaking Rollins. He had him beat. Seth Rollins made this personal. Years ago, and then again in the lead up to tonight.
And Seth Rollins almost beat the Universal Champion tonight. He may have survived the guillotine, but Roman Reigns snapped.
He's not done yet. Seth was laughing in his face. Seth disrespected his entire bloodline, his entire family. You can't blame Roman Reigns for saying, let's end this right now.
To the spine.
And
again.
again, Seth.
And again. And Rollins laying being laid out by Reigns in a chair. Somebody's got to stop this.
Nobody can stop what's happening. To Seth Rollins.
For Roman Reigns.
I don't think he's done yet.
I don't either. He's talking to himself.
You took a piece of me. You took a piece of me. Now I have to take it. You can't take from the tribal chief. No.
And again. A heinous, vicious, a mugging by Reigns. Look at the chair.
Roman Reigns is proud of the destruction he has laid upon Seth freaking Rollins.
For Roman Reigns, Pat, that attack had to be cathartic. To end this tonight with a steel chair, the same way that Seth Rollins
He's still
ended
talking
the
to himself,
Shield.
Cole. What is Roman speaking to himself about? He walks out of here as Universal Champion yet again. But that was nowhere near the same Roman Reigns we have seen for 500 plus days.